I told you in one of my videos, and I can still tell you, that when a dog doesn't know you, it can bark at you and you feel like, should I just run out of here, or what can I do? But when it gets used to you, when it gets to know who you are, you can become friends and you move on. I met a group of youth, and they had tough questions to me. Then I was like, I think this is a representation of a community that maybe I always talk to, and you could be having the same questions in your mind, and you're like, is this like this and this or the other? So I got some questions from this group of people, and I was like, let me also forward them, and my viewers, you hear what I had to answer them back. So welcome to my channel, Christine, the principal farmer, the real life coach, and a path to your smiling destination, because a hungry person is always an angry one. So I have a few questions which I was given a task to answer. So I'm going to answer them, and maybe you could be with some kind of same question, and it's falling in this category of the questions I have. So no wasting time. Question number 1 from this youth was like, for how long have you been farming, and what have you benefited from this farming activity you're doing? So farming generally, like any other business, you don't start today and you'll get the benefits tomorrow or the other day. It's one of activities that requires a lot of patience, because you cannot make a cow to grow in a day or a year. Like I farm fruits, they don't grow in a year or two, most of them. So farming, what personally I've benefited from, I have food. That is one thing I can assure you, my viewers. From bananas to potatoes to onions to oranges, cassava, I have food. So my number 1 benefit as a farmer that I've enjoyed, I have food. That is number 1. Then number 2, maybe what I've benefited from, I have friends. Ever since I started farming, of recent I've been with my birthday. It was just on the 1st of April is ever my birthday. Though people tell me it's the Fool's Day, you're lying, but it's ever my birthday. So this birthday I was blessed with a lot of messages, a lot of compliments from you, my friend. So I have very many friends ever since I joined this field of farming. So I don't regret being at the farm. I have friends. So that is number 2 that I've benefited from that. And besides that, I think I can also take care of myself. I can pay the fees, the dues for my children. They're happy. So I'm finding farming is okay with me. Those are some of the few things I answered to this group of people. Though other benefits, they may not be that big, but I'm okay. That is what I can tell you at the farm. Number 2, the question that I got, all these questions, the way I got them, I'm just bringing them like the way they were. Number 2, why farming fruits, yet they are hard to maintain, especially in the semi-arid areas like where you're farming from? So this question was a bit challenging, because I'm really doing farming for fruits and vegetables in semi-arid areas, and everybody's like, it's a bit challenging, it's tough. But let me tell you today, every time you say being fit is hard, you remain overweight. So what do I mean in that? I wanted to be the change in the community, and I'm grateful to God. Come next year, probably 2 years from now, I'm really not going to be, but I'm the change in the community. You want to taste the pawpaw? Visit Eden Rock Farm. We have pawpaws. You want to taste some jackfruit? It is about to flower. Soon we are going to have a lot of jackfruit at the farm. Bananas of all kinds, mangoes, we have oranges. So I decided to be the change that the community needed, and I thank God I'm doing it. So however much it is hard to farm these fruits, but I'm doing it, and I'm finding it challenging but sweet to do it. Number 3, somebody brought this question, that cheap things are expensive in a way. your channel is labeled cheap, affordable, and somebody was like, cheap things, they are expensive in a way. Most of the things I do on this channel, they are organic farming. We use manures, we make our homemade pesticides. And somebody was like, cheap things, they are expensive in a way. Sincerely, he had a point in one way or the other. But most of the things we do at the farm here, the organic things we do, they have really helped us to farm in a cheap, in a manageable way possible. You find these manures, the chicken poo, which people ignore, then they go to buy these other things, the conventional things on market. For us, we just use the chicken manure, we use the goat's dung, the goat's poo, and we'll do our farming. The pesticides, we make them from here using human urine and rabbit urine, and we do the farming in a possible way, in a cheapest way possible. And besides that, these so-called cheap things, they are very, very user-friendly in a way. They are user-friendly in a way that they are safe for humans to use, and they are safe to the environment. So however much it is cheap, but it is the best anybody can use and farm and have food on the table. Question number 4. Where do you always obtain these manures which you use in your garden to fertilize your gardens all the time? Manure. Yes, I farm chicken. I keep chicken. That is number 1 source of manure. Then number 2, besides the chicken manure, I also use the goat's poo. I use the goat's poo. Farmers in these semi-arid areas, they always keep a lot of animals. They keep a lot of animals, from goats to cows and things of that kind. So getting manure in these semi-arid areas is one of the cheapest thing I've found, and I find manures are always readily available. Then the last question that really amused me, is Christine married? Oh yeah, I am. I'm married to a gentleman, and we even have children, so I'm married. Thank you for farming with Christine. Those are some of the questions I got. Some of them were amusing me. They were making me happy. And at the end of the day, we managed to farm together. We do everything together. Subscribe if you're new here. I always have the cheapest, the easiest, quickest, and best methods of farming. Farm with Christine. You won't regret doing this with us. Thank you. And above all, stay blessed in the mighty name of our Lord Jesus Christ.